Happy Monday. Thank you for joining me for this week's Weekly Wisdom. Now, this is our fourth and final week all about controlling your chaos. And this week, I want to talk about a key phrase when we talk about controlling your chaos. It's controlling your chaos, not eliminating your chaos. When I teach this session, a lot of times people are like, but Summer, I can't. My job, what happens when? I have to do this. And yes, chaos will continue to exist. It does not go away. What we're trying to do is be intentional and get in front of it and create moments of quiet. So when chaos does end up shifting our day a little bit, we already have some padding built in. So we're not working late, bringing work home on the weekends, or doing things like that. So you may be asking, what are some of the ways that I can do this? Well, the first, look at your calendar and understand that every event that you have on your calendar has the event where you'll actually be doing it, and then it generally has 2 or 3 other steps. So for example, let's say I'm planning a meeting. In that meeting, I am going to need to do the agenda, which is going to take some time beforehand. I'm going to have the meeting, and then I have to do the minutes after the meeting or whatever follow-up tasks that I have. But what do I schedule on my calendar? I only schedule the meeting. And so I find myself struggling to find the time for the agenda and the minutes. Let's take another example. What happens if I'm traveling? If I have to drive an hour to go see one of my leaders and make sure that they're doing well? Do I always schedule the travel time to and there? Not always. Sometimes I even book into it, so I end up being double booked or having to do something while driving that I'm not expecting. Then after the meeting, the moments that I'm following up, do I schedule that? Do I schedule any moments when I actually need to touch base with that leader, like I promised in the meeting? Stop scheduling just the big important piece and start scheduling the small pieces that support that important piece. Because the last minute agendas, the last minute taking the notes and sending it out, the last minute, oh, I got to follow up with that person. That's where our working late and our working on weekends and bringing home with us, that's where it all begins. It's these small moments in time that we are not capturing. And then the next thing that I want you to consider doing is building in 30 minutes to an hour every day and just putting focus time. Protect that time. I like doing it at the end of the day. Some people prefer it at the beginning of the day. But you have that time, so when chaos does hit, because again, we're trying to control it, not eliminate it, then you can shift into those focus times that you're not having to shift it, bringing it home or doing it the next day. You have time built in that allows you to shift. What we're doing with this is we want to be able to shift with the chaos. We don't want the chaos dictating what we're doing. We want to be in control and flex as needed. So remember, you cannot eliminate your chaos. You can only control it. So what systems are you putting into place that allows you flexibility when the chaos drops into your lap? That's it for this week. I hope you have an absolutely amazing week. And don't forget, as always, you got this. I'll see you next week.